Yada 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 dum. Yada 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 yada. Ya 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 yada 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 yada. Ya ya yada 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 yada. Yada da yada da yada da yada da yada da da yada da da. Yaba ba yada da yada da yada da yada da yada da dum. Ya hidai ya da da hidai ya da da ya da da. Yada da 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 yada da da yada da yada da da yada da da dum. Ya 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 yada da yada da yada da yada da yada da dum. Ya 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 yada da yada da yada da yada da yada da dum. Ya ya da 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 ya da da ya da da ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da da da. Boker Tov, good morning. How good it is to be with you on this crisp morning. For those of you that are looking for the Elul evening connection, for some reason, it's recording but not going live. And so I know I'm live right now, so I'm not really sure what's happening in the evening, but I will be making it up, as to say, redoing it, which stinks because always when I do teachings of any kind, most of it is unscripted. And so it stinks when you already did it and then you have to redo it. It's never quite the same. But, so you know, there will be an Elul 1 and 2 and 3 as a combo pack, a connection for that. But that's not what this morning is for. This morning is for Friday once more. This morning is for a bit of connection as we prepare to enter Shabbat in however many hours. I think sundown is 7 something. I don't know. I like longer days and longer brightness, but we already know we're on the decline in the number of hours of light and bright. But it's not to say that we're not bright and we're not illuminating the path of oneness, of righteousness, of goodness, of merit, because we're here and we are doing that kind of work. So Elul calls us. It calls us to prepare. It calls us to act. It calls us to look within. It calls us to say, hey, wait a second. Here we are. Welcoming ourselves and each other into a new season. And so the last few days have been, speaking of seasons, the last few days have been different kinds of weather. Like by the afternoon it was hot out yesterday, and then all of a sudden 2 hours later it was cooling down. Today when we left, when I brought Ellis to school, two things. One, it was, his first comment was, wow, it's a little chilly out here. So to which I said, oh, do you want a sweatshirt or a long sleeve t-shirt? And he said, no, I'm not cold. I'm just saying it's chilly outside, which was the realization that, yes, we're in a new season that is the end of summer, and we're moving toward fall or autumn, whichever you call it. The second thing that was just a cute thing and nothing to do with Friday Once More and nothing to do with Elul, well, I guess it has to do with Friday Once More. Out of nowhere, driving to school, there was no mention of the day of the week it was, the Shabbat, nothing. And Ellis says to me, Ima, where's my kippah? Can I wear it to school today because it's Shabbat? So only a rabbi's child would, only a rabbi would be so quelling, just thinking that, first of all, he knew that it was Shabbat, that it was Friday without me saying it. Second, that he wanted to put his kippah on. And third, when we opened the door, somebody was coming out of Minyan and said, "Oh, how are you, buddy? I love your kippah." And he looked at the person and he said, "Shabbat shalom," and continued walking into the director. And it was like the reminder that what we do is really planting seeds and continuing to water them. And all of a sudden they just happen. Now, does that mean that every Friday he's going to remember? Of course not. But in the moments of remembrance, it's incredible. And so he went to the director and the director said, "Oh, Ellis, I love your kippah." And then to which Ellis said, "Oh, Miss Eileen, maybe all the friends can have them." She said, "You're right. Let's go get them for all the friends. Whoever wants to wear it can wear it today." And it was just sweet to hear and to see and just to witness what that is. And much of Elul is witnessing how we feel about ourselves as we're preparing to enter into the new year. It's witnessing what's going on in the world and how we hope to change it by being prepared and by taking action. And so tradition teaches us that as Elul begins, the divine presence or the oneness or the spirit that is within us, it reaches for us. It's within us, but it's not just here in this little sphere of a soul. It has tentacles, more like an octopus, that is going to draw us in. Drawing us in to say, return to me, and I will return to you. Like you do your part and I'll do my part, and together we will be this cherished, loved being of return. Return to the wisdom in your heart. Return to the truth of your soul. Return to the awareness that you are here. Return to the awareness that we are here. Return to the awareness that we are collectively one whole. Return. And there is no knowing what will be. Return to me, the divine one may call. I'm right here. You are needed. You are necessary. You are worthy. We are needed. We are necessary. We are worthy. Return to the willingness and begin again to enter fully into what we call an endeavor of life. To step into the unknown, to be part of a new creation awaiting to take form. There are so many times that we are unsure, uncertain, blinded. But the realization, the awareness, the willingness to say, hey, wait, I'm here for it, whatever it is. I don't know what's going to take form, but here I am. At times the presence has to shout over the protesting, over the despairing mind, over the news channel, over all of the chaos, the hatred, the gun violence, all of the politics, the war, all of it. Sometimes the presence of oneness is screaming, hey, I'm reminding you of the soul work that has to be done with compassion. It's so complex for us to understand that being human in itself is a complexity. We are living in a world that is on fire. The shofar sound and the divine call. May we turn and enter the season with compassion and courage. And may our journeys be filled with healing and with peace. Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai ota vakesh. Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai ota vakesh. Shivti beveit Adonai kol yemei chayai lachazot b'noam Adonai ulvaker behechalo lachazot b'noam Adonai ulvaker lechalo. Thank you for joining us, Elisa and Linda, Jenna and Ann, Lita and Jimmy and Luna, Ann and Linda, Seth, all the way from Uganda, and Paula, and all of you that didn't check in, and those that will check in later, as that shofar blast comes and the divine calls. May we turn and return with compassion, with courage, and may our journeys be for healing and peace. For we are one human family, one heart of abundant love. We love you. We're going to see you back here at 7 o'clock tonight to welcome Shabbat together. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Od Avinu Chai. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.